Hello everybody and welcome to the finals of Jaraci Cup 15's lower bracket. I'm excited for this one here. It's going to be between PhoenixYo and NoFun. I've seen them pushing their way through the lower bracket before. And it's going to be another Coalition versus ConF. I say another because this is what NoFun just played against Defend Bravo. And I think that it's what PhoenixYo played against Kao Shmao, if I remember correctly. But I might be wrong about that. Check our info.txt here. Obviously, there's the faction picks. PhoenixYo is going to take it first, but I don't think there was much surprise. PhoenixYo typically plays Coalition and NoFun typically plays ConF. And they both choose to ban nothing. Well, that's a little bit unusual, but that's what it says. PhoenixYo gonna grab College Teeth for the first map, and then it'll be Firebase Cruel in the Boneyard for NoFun. Exact same pick order as the last series. That's interesting. And we're gonna see the Shallows for PhoenixYo. No surprise there. He loves that map. Kartoba comes out for NoFun, which he had banned in the last series, and then it'll be Tauren Crater and Canyon Outpost for the last two. Canyon Outpost being the last map, that's great for NoFun, because I think that's the map that he really wants to play. And you can tell, by the way, he's again going to go for something aggressive here. He has Sandskimmer Fab going, did not retire the base runner. But we'll see what PhoenixYo's strategy is. I wonder if he's going to try hard on this one, or if he's going to play a little bit more memey. Definitely he's getting AV Fab, that's for sure. PhoenixYo is a player who really punishes his opponent making mistakes. Like, if you make a mistake against this guy, he'll just roll you. But I think that his strategies are generally not very solid if you play well against them. And I don't know, like, NoFun is sometimes a bit shaky that way, you know? Sometimes he'll play really well. I mean, you saw in that last game the thing with the interceptors shooting at the railgun. I loved that little move there, but then in the last game he didn't kill his opponent when he could have, right? You know, I think that NoFun may really triumph against PhoenixYo here. He may not. This is a series that I don't know the outcome of. I'm gonna guess that NoFun wins, but I'm gonna guess it'll be pretty tight. This will be a fun one to watch. Excuse me. AV Fab is done for PhoenixYo here. Let me run another test, because I'm always paranoid about this. Okay, good. And it's going to be a carrier production upgrade as well. So my guess, lots of AVs. That's going to be the play here. Obviously, he won't be able to get the armor upgrades if he's building that many of them, but that's fine. And looks like Railgun Tech did finish for NoFun. He's gotten Assault Rail out. Now, I mentioned this in the last game. Assault Rails typically you'd think should be able to beat AVs, but it's a little easier said than done. You gotta be very, very fast about kiting them. You have more speed, you have more range, but they're both pretty narrow margins, and the AVs have a lot more DPS than you if they get on top of you. Relative to their health anyway, I think Assault Rails actually have a higher DPS in general, but they're very much paper thin. They'll die immediately to these AVs. Mobility system for ConF definitely helps. These things will be just a little bit faster than they should be. And PhoenixYo actually going to drive out with a carrier here. He's got 4 AVs. So he wants to kind of muscle his opponent off this position, but looks like he'll stop move here. He doesn't want to get too far away from his economy. There's a lot of Assault Rails too. He's got 4 now. The 5th one on the way. He's a little bit tense here. By the way, Artifact is extracting. That'll come out in just a moment. There's some thoughts to blast drones as well, but I feel like PhoenixYo will be okay here because he does have the LAVs giving pretty good vision coverage. He has AAVs, of course, which can actually suppress the blast drones. Makes it very, very hard for them to get a good hit in. And it looks like NoFun is actually retreating here. He could get ref. Yep, there's ref mode. So he's gonna keep this army up in the front line, try to contain his opponent, and just go up onto his 2 base faster than him if he can. There's not really much threat to counterattack here for PhoenixYo. Like, if he moves all these guys over to flank and try and kill the PC when it goes back to 2 base. If he even knows that that's the play yet, I don't think he does. Because Assault Railguns actually can kill carriers, whereas AVs just really never can, so... NoFun has a lot more threat if his opponent were to just leave him. LAV is gonna get trounced here as well, by the way. This is not the thing. Even a blast drone is coming up, but I don't think it's needed, so yeah, it's gonna back away there. That was unfortunate for PhoenixYo. I think he lost like 4 of them. No, 3 of them. And then he lost a logistics module, right? NoFun, you didn't extract. Okay. he caught it. He caught it. That's good. Second artifact gonna go through. And yeah, here's the attempt at the counterattack. Now, if NoFun sees this, like, if I were him, I would just jump back to here, bring these Assault Rails out, and just kind of, like, own your opponent's base. But, looks like he's gonna be more respectful. He's even gonna power up some of the carrier's defensive systems here. And he's gonna try to stop this attack from hitting him. Hey, I did say PhoenixYo punishes mistakes a lot, so if you're thinking about that in the game, you know, you probably think, it's best I just play this safe. I know that I can fight off this attack. I can definitely respect the— oh, but this I can't respect. See, this is what I meant. He's way too close up to these Assault Rails now. Smoke lands on the carrier. AVs are starting to do good damage here. A little bit of bad focus fire from PhoenixYo, though. He needs to finish this one off. There it is. Smoke from the base runner is so clutch here, actually. Oh my gosh, there's only 2 AVs left. I think that the skims can clean it up, but that was so intense. Both of the armies just wipe each other off the field here. Oh my gosh. These AVs are actually still alive, by the way. Okay, but here comes an Assault Rail. That should be able to clean them all up. And he can even fire the missiles out here if he wants to catch these guys on the retreat, but it looks like he's not going to. Wow, alright. That was interesting. Turret getting set up on the backline for PhoenixYo, by the way. I guess he is still a little bit afraid of his opponent going for some kind of backstab. It almost looked like this base runner was trying to retire for a moment, but still, I think this is good for NoFun, because the attack from PhoenixYo killed his entire army, but it didn't kill any eco, and NoFun is up on 2 base while his opponent is on 1. In fact, he's even building another PC here, so it looks like he wants to get up onto 3. And he's getting missile ship fab just in case there's an air transition coming here. I actually like that, just staying 1 step ahead of PhoenixYo here. What he wants to do is expand right now. He doesn't want to get killed by air, but he doesn't really want to invest a bunch into a ground army, I don't think, so. In the meantime, Artifact is going to extract for PhoenixYo. I don't think this can be stopped, although the base winner will probably die afterwards. Well, I don't think this can be stopped. But no, this will definitely make it. Bit of an LAV counterattack in the midfield, though. Again, you know, Assault Railguns, they should be able to fight these LAVs, but just like with the AVs, if you misplay it, you'll die. I mean, I guess that's how Assault Rails are with every mid-tier unit. You know, they can fight Strikecraft, they can fight Armor, they can fight Rails, but if you misplay it, you'll lose to all 3 of them. It's kind of interesting that way. Gosh, I'm gonna sneeze now. Okay, I'm back. And look at that, fighter and gunship, yeah. So this missile ship tech was definitely blind, but it looks like it's actually been a good call for him. He's going to want to get vision on the carrier before he builds any, and that's going to be a while away. It's still got like a whole minute left to tech, but he's already got the anti-air tech, which feels pretty good for NoFun. And he's got this skim out here, which is marking the potential path of the LAVs. I actually would like him even a little further up. He'd be seeing them right now. But I love the idea. Gets vision on this counterattack before it reaches his bases, which is very important. Boost is done, so be aware of that. This is a pretty typical PhoenixYo thing to do as well. When his main attack has been flummoxed, he'll try to tech switch into LAVs and see if he can get anything done with it. He's actually using the boost right now to get up to mid a little bit faster, which I think is a misplay, because you're going to want to have this when you're fighting the ARs. And when you're trying to run away from blast drones. Oh gosh, not like this. Okay. Looks like he is going to make it out free from those blast drones. But look, now he doesn't have the boost. Oh, and NoFun is not kiting. NoFun should really be kiting here, but his opponent doesn't have the boost to get up on top of him, and the blast drones are making it. Oh, that one, the second one detonated on nothing, which is really unfortunate for NoFun there. But he still managed to get some value out of them. And again, boost is not ready yet. It'll come up in just a few seconds here, though. There's the boost. This is where NoFun should probably turn the skins back to help fight. Oh, and here come the missiles! Oh! Oh, it's actually a total miss. Never mind, never mind. But, you know, that could have been deadly. Base Runner is in some trouble as well. But all the assault railguns get wiped out here. That's actually important, because there's still an AAV back there. Again, kind of complicated exchange, but in the end, both players just sort of kill each other's armies. Oh, but again, this is a very PhoenixYo thing. Look, he's got like 5 AVs chilling at the base. And now they're going to move out to try and counterattack, probably on the third. One thing I do want you to pay attention to is that NoFun is on 4 artifacts out of 5 right now. Also, Fighter and Gunship is done, but NoFun has not been able to check the carrier to see that text, so that might be an angle for him as well here. You can see he's building a gunship now. Here come the AVs. And NoFun is building assault rails like you would expect. I mean, he wants to answer the threat of these AVs here, but he doesn't know that there's a gunship coming. So that might turn things on its head. But we'll have to see. Another little flank of AVs heading, well, not really little, heading over to the main base as well. And it looks like we're having an evacuation of the third base, and the carrier is replacing on the second. But actually, I think if he knew about this army, he would have kept the carrier on the main. Oh, this is really good from PhoenixYo. I mean, he's kind of feinted toward the third base. He is there, but only with 2 AVs. This is not a very big army, and NoFun's pulled off for it entirely. And now the real attack is going to hit over here on the main. And the gunships are probably going to be in the air. One of them is launching right now. The other one is almost done building. There's that first one. Still an artifact point here. That gives NoFun a lot of tools to answer this push with. He has a lot of carrier power. He has a lot of threat of just extracting and winning, but this push here could be very, very dangerous for NoFun. We'll see what PhoenixYo is able to do here. Gunships really don't want to waste ammo on this guy. Yeah, looks like they're going to avoid that. This army here, all bunched up, that's got to be the target. And he's going to start hitting. Oh, NoFun is not splitting his units very well here. In fact, not really splitting them at all, as it turns out. The blast drone's even going to die, it looks like. Well, no, it looks like they actually did manage to make their way out. Oh, because he was busy splitting the salvagers, but they weren't even the target, it was the army instead. Gunships are really, really low here, but I think they're both going to get out. God hates weaves, is that you? And meanwhile, the base just getting eviscerated here. Now we got the assault railguns dead. And, you know, there's a carrier, but other than that, there's not really much that can answer the threat of these AVs here. Carrier's pretty good, though. 2 missile hits, which are excellent, managed to land there. But this PC in some serious danger as the AVs that were up on the third base were jumping onto it. Hey, it's defendable. I think this PC is going to die. I should really cancel this unit, by the way. Oh, but he's not going to get the cancel off there. Man, just pandemonium right there, but this is definitely PhoenixYo coming out on top. That was an amazing play. Now he's got his opponent down to 1 base. But the extraction! No! Oh my gosh, the extraction! NoFun is still on 4 out of 5. Can PhoenixYo even stop this? Oh my gosh! No, you can't be serious. He's got an AV here. Can this base runner set down a turret? It can, but he doesn't have the money. Okay, he's gonna drop it now. Then it's too late. The extraction. No way! Oh, you've got to be joking. NoFun loses everything, but he wins the game. What? Oh my gosh, what a finish! Oh. Wow. That's what I was saying, right? He's got a lot of tools for holding off the push based on the fact that he's up on so many artifacts. There it is. Oh man. GG, scoreline 1-0. And yes, Defend Brawl, we cast your game before this. If you want to check the VOD, it'll be there. Oh my gosh, what a finish. Hold on a second. Hold on a second. The Shallows? That should be game 4. What is games 2 and 3? Okay, here's game 3. Uh-oh. Looks like game 2 is missing. Ah, darn. Let's go ahead and ping them and see if they can find it. But in the meantime, I've got game 3 here, so let's go ahead and jump into that. Try not to spend any more time than we gotta. Which is on the Boneyard. Okay, so I don't know the scoreline at this stage. But we know that NoFun won game 1. That's all we know. Let's see how they play in game 3 here. Yeah, unfortunately game 2 is, the folder is empty in the replay pack. And also the game 4 folder had game 3 as replay, and the game 3 folder had game 4 as replay. Very suspicious. Very suspicious. Wasn't I like praising his replay pack before? Now I feel a little egg on my face. Alright, what's the game plan? Looks like for now, getting the 6 salvagers is PhoenixYo. This might be a base runner retire. Yeah. No probe, LAV fab. So it looks like PhoenixYo wants to bring the heat right at the beginning. But NoFun has also got some plans to attack here. You can see he's keeping everything up in the front line. Didn't retire the base runner. He is getting Sandskimmer fab. A little bit faster than LAV fab will finish here. And it's going to be carry production upgrade for PhoenixYo, so expect to see a lot of LAVs on the field. And if I were him, I would even say, okay, now that I've got this, I'll take these two and have them go long distance mine. And I can build another RU salvager after I need that money. Fleet Cap 45 comes out. Missile Ship Rush? No, don't ever do that. Excuse me. And NoFun, gonna see the LAVs out here. Now, often I like to hold off on the railgun tech until after I get to see what my opponent is doing. And if I saw these LAVs here, I would actually cancel this and go for my second PC right away. But he's gonna go for the railguns instead, and that means probably he'll try to use assault rails, which are very good units, to be fair. Looks like assault pack gonna tech for PhoenixYo. That's an expensive upgrade on the RUs, so he's gonna kind of justify his 2 RU miners this way. But it means that he won't be able to get railgun tech as fast as he likes. Well, he'll almost have the money for it already, actually. He's only off by 50. So maybe this isn't a big deal. But at any rate, you know, not having the 2 long-distance miners, he doesn't have as many CUs as you might expect. And I heard some explosions there. It looks like it was an LAV, which did go down. But only some very light trading so far. And NoFun straight away with the heavy railgun, man. Okay, so he's gonna say, with this blast drone, I have the defense I need against the LAVs. I'm gonna go right for the throat here and build a heavy railgun. Interesting playstyle. I don't know if it'll work, but I guess we'll find out. 1 skim dies. There's the railgun. Now, the heavy railgun can contribute to the strikecraft fight in some ways by hitting these LAVs, but it's always going to be a little difficult. And it's spawning in some very inopportune location right now. Blast drone doing circles for fun. And you can see what I mean. This railgun is hitting enemies, but an assault railgun would do a lot more damage and also be less expensive, so less of a liability to lose. Neither player has any LDMs here, which is interesting. And Sandskimmer armor going to come out. I would really get a second PC first, because you've got a lot of LAVs to deal with here. But the blast drone might change everything. Armor 1 finishes for PhoenixYo. A little bit of high ground achieved here is going to go a long way, but still, he's fighting like 2v1. The numbers are not in his favor here. Blast drone is ready to hop over the hill at a moment's notice. There's two of them now. Oh, PhoenixYo, I'm really nervous about this. But if he's on top of it, he might just be able to boost out once he sees the blast drones coming. And I mean, NoFun should be a little scared too, because if he plays that card and it fails, the game ends. Because these LAVs just run over him, right? So, ooh, this is very, very stressful. Here comes the attack. The blast drones are jumping over the hill. And the boost was... Okay, the boost was just used now, so the LAVs are going to take some serious losses, but still, it's not all of them. It's like 5-3 right now. I guess there's a fourth one right here. Oh, NoFun, you really got to get this guy into the fight. Oh no, the LAVs are going to start focusing the railgun. That's definitely not the right call. I mean, I guess he is going to get it here, but... But then maybe you lose the strikecraft majority, but he's actually still keeping it, so this is going okay for PhoenixYo, actually. Ooh. Oh, you gotta focus this guy. Look, he's even got veterans. Okay, there we go. Yeah, this is what I always call the meat grinder, though, right? It's kind of a small one. It's just like 2-on-1, but still, every time a skin pops out, he's already dying. And you're gonna lose a lot of money this way. But I don't think that the game is just gonna straight up end, as it sometimes does in these positions. NoFun, by the way, he's got the money. He really needs to be making another PC right now. Like, he really needs to be doing that right now. Firing the missiles out can be helpful as well. Sometimes you can get some hits like that, but you know, where's that second PC? He needs it immediately. By the way, this is why I think making that heavy railgun I was skeptical about, because it doesn't really do much against the LAVs. Maybe if it's got EMP, but that too is kind of like the blast drones. You're relying on getting that really good hit, and if you don't, you might just die. So. Assault railgun gonna come out now. I like that idea. I'm with my carrier. I've got sort of a base of defense. I'm gonna get this unit that can answer the LAVs. And PhoenixYo looks like gonna try to dive on this PC, but I don't believe he can get that, so this is probably a mistake for him. If I were NoFun, I'd power down the missiles and power up the weapons here. Base runner smoke. Okay, you love to see this. This is kind of what NoFun is known for. It's like pulling out kind of fun tactics like this, you know what I mean? Anyway, yeah, PC is going to live, like I said. And ref mode is done with the second PC on the way, so let's check PhoenixYo's expansion. Nowhere in sight. I don't think he's even building the SC right now. So, I thought that PhoenixYo had just already won the game, but this is kind of turning back into NoFun's favor now. Sandskimmer rating gonna finish for NoFun. Now that's obviously important to help him fight the LAVs who have the boost. But again, like, one of the problems that NoFun had here was that he was building, or not building, he was getting upgrades instead of building his second PC. It's now that he has it that he can really fight against the LAVs. I just point this out because I've seen this too many times. By the way, PhoenixYo lost artifacts in game 1 after he had clearly won the game. He's not gonna let that happen again. He's gonna try to gun this guy down. Smoke can be used here. No, that guy's good. Smoke should have been used a little earlier there. Anyway, I see this happen a lot when people are railgun rushing, that they get the upgrades for their sand skimmers before they pick up that second PC. It almost always ends up in them getting killed, so be very, very careful about that. You want to get that second PC if you're fighting LAVs. You don't want to be getting upgrades. Until you have it, and then the upgrades are really good. But it's kind of like, you know, let's say that getting the upgrades makes all of your units 1.5 times as good. Well, having 2 of them would make them twice as good, right? But if you already have 2 of them, then getting the upgrades means that you have like 3 of them. You know, it's like the more units you have, the more valuable the upgrades are. So if you're not picking up those upgrades after you have a lot of the units on the field, you'll kind of wish that you had them, but if you're getting them when you still only have like 3 or 4 sand skimmers, it's not going to do very much. Hopefully that makes sense. Sand skimmer armor 2 finishing now, you'll have to see it. Also, the SC is out, so PhoenixYo is up on 2 base at this point. I think his LAVs are full ups, aren't they? Yeah, they are. So, these LAVs are very difficult to fight for the skims already. Getting the upgrades will definitely help. And the blast drone, you know how that can go. Actually, if PhoenixYo did not have armor 2 in that last little blast drone engagement, he would have really wished he did, because I think he would have lost all of them there, so... Armor up's definitely helping PhoenixYo here a lot. I gotta say as well, both players floating a lot, and NoFun should really be up on 3 base right now. He should be making another PC, because he's got the money for it, but it seems like both players' macro is suffering just a little bit here. PhoenixYo with tons of RUs. I mean, he can take the RU miners over here and have them go mine CUs on the 3rd base instead. Help alleviate that issue. This assault railgun could have died, by the way, but PhoenixYo, it looks like, again, is shooting at the base runner because he really doesn't want to have that same artifact pressure that he experienced in Game 1. And this fight continues to be brutal. It's a bloodbath. I mean, look at the units lost tab here. Very, very even and very high. So it's a game with a lot of trading going on in it. Looks like NoFun is going to start taking that base now. It's going to be honor guards. I like the choice, but instead of the damage upgrade, you really got to get your fleet capacity up here, because otherwise your opponent's just going to trounce you. It's going to be fighter and gunship again, by the way. We saw that be really effective in Game 1, but I mean, it didn't win him the game, but it probably should have if he hadn't lost the artifact there. So, you know, but still, this AV flank here, this is something I would really be worried about. Well, if NoFun could even see it, maybe that's what makes me worried about it. He doesn't even know, and so this 3rd base could come under some serious fire in just a moment here. Smoking time! Ah, the bullets are already in the air. Base runner is going to go down here. That's going to be the artifact dropped as well. And PhoenixYo probably going to be very happy about that. Blast drones want to see if they can get something done here. They don't quite die, which is good for NoFun. He's going to open up this wreck right as the AAVs show up, which is a little bit unfortunate, to say the least. This PC can't outrun them either, so this is actually some serious problems for NoFun. Who still needs to get his fleet cap up, by the way, but now he's got to deal with this AAV flank, which is probably the more pressing matter. Blast drones can help, but they can't clean this up. You need the railguns here, and there's only one, so this is looking a little bit dire, actually. Carrier going to start mobilizing to try to get over here. This is what I was saying about the way PhoenixYo plays, right? He's probing for any weakness here, and once he finds it, he'll really punish you. LAV's going to crush at the same time. Okay, this is really good for PhoenixYo. He's going to kill off the assault railgun. There it oh, okay, yeah, there it goes. Almost made it out, actually. And, you know, he needs all the railguns he can get to fight off these AVs right now. But the honor guard is going to come out, and that will change the dynamic on the field quite a lot. I wish PhoenixYo had been going for strike fighters here, because he could actually kill off this honor guard with the strike fighters, but the gunship is not going to be able to do it, so... We'll see how things look at that point. Looks like the blast drones are going to use themselves on the or maybe they're just going to let themselves die. It's probably not the play. Oh, and the honor guard is getting carrier blocked as well! No, 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 not like this. You gotta stop moving the carry so that the honor guard can shoot. Ah! Oh, this is so bad. Okay, the honor guard just now gonna get a shot off, but then it's gonna die. I guess it really didn't change the dynamic on the field at all, did it? Oh, no, that's not good. Oh, this game is over. Yeah, just 100-0 right there, just because of the carrier block on the honor guard. It's brutal, man. Hashtag Galzian OP, am I right? Ouch. Yeah, just out of nowhere. And NoFun, he knows he's gonna GG out. Yikes. Still no word from the players on their game 2 here, but even if NoFun won that, it would be 2-1. So let's jump into game 4. We can say that the scoreline is either 2-1 or 1-2. So we'll give both players 1.5 points, shall we? This is gonna be on the shallows. Just click anything you have enough resources for. I mean, honestly, that's better than not spending your money. So, it's better than not spending your money. I mean, floating like that is really something that can get you killed. I think that's what killed NoFun. He should have had 3 PCs, right? He should have had more rails on the field, stuff like that. But instead, he got overrun and was killed there. Now, I'm not saying the best strat is just click on anything, right? But still, you know. Better to do that than to do nothing at all. It's gonna be ref mode first for NoFun. Sometimes I wonder when he picks this map if he's gonna try to do some base runner nonsense. We've seen players do that before. Catharsis especially, I think, was known for it, but just gonna be ref mode first, and if you know how your opponent is going to play a map, knowing is maybe a strong word, but you know, some players tend to do the same thing on every on a map every time that they play it, and PhoenixYo definitely has a strat here. He'll go for the turrets, he'll try and make hard points on these locations, and then he'll just turtle up. And if you go ref mode first, you're gonna be feeling really good about yourself there. But look, he's changing things up here. This is still 6 salvagers, so again, I think he's gonna have too many RUs, but he's getting the production upgrade, he's making LAVs. Looks like PhoenixYo wants to say, hey, you know how I'm gonna play this map, right? And then actually do something else and kind of pull the rug out from under his opponent here. So, if you're NoFun, there's kind of a risk that you'll over-invest into economy here, thinking that your opponent is gonna do the same thing he always does, and then you'll suddenly find yourself under a stronger attack than you were expecting. Needs to get his fleet capacity up here. But the key, really, to surviving this kind of thing is, yeah, exactly this, right? Sandskimmer comes out, the first one, and immediately he drives out to the other side of the map, right? He wants to know what his opponent is doing. That's what you need to do in order to survive here. Assault pack teching for PhoenixYo. Yeah, I was saying in the last game, I felt like PhoenixYo had too many RUs. By the end of the game, he definitely did, but at this beginning, he's getting Assault Pack and he's getting Production Upgrade, which both cost RUs, so I guess I can see what he's doing. And the one LAV out here kind of hiding the fact that there's actually a lot of them. It's kind of an interesting play, but the wreck is already visible, not opened. So NoFun is going to say, okay, this has to be some kind of attack, because my opponent has not expanded. And I think you could go railguns here, or you could go assault ships. He's going to pick rails. So we'll see what he ends up building here. Oh, actually, okay, now he sees the huge, massive LAVs, so... I mean, I think if I were him, I would wish that I had assault ships here, but it's gonna be okay either way. You can see he's gonna replace the bases, bring the carrier up to the second... Excuse me. And he actually has a missile in the hangar as well. Yep, he's gonna fire that out now. Oh. Oh! Wonderful shot there, wonderful. So the carrier at the main, obviously your opponent can still kind of rotate around to the other side, but this will make him make a choice, basically, which is good for you. You know, buy a little bit of time. And also, you can put power into the mobility system here to make your units just a little bit faster. Would definitely agree with that choice if I were NoFun. But you know, look at the way that he pulls off the second base. He says, "Okay, I can get this set up again later. Right now, just important that I keep everything alive." That's the way I like to see people play. He's also building a base runner, by the way, probably thinking, "Hey, the blast drones have been pretty good for me so far. I'm gonna try for that again." But again, look, he's getting rating, but he's fleet okay, yeah, he's gonna cancel rating. That's definitely the right choice. You need to keep building here. You can't focus too much on the upgrades, and as a result, not have enough units to actually defend. And so we're gonna see more Sandscreamers coming out. Whoa, and it's a triple base runner from PhoenixYo. Oh my gosh, okay. He's gonna do something funny here. He's got a base runner inventory as well, so these guys are off cooldown. Hey, watch who you calling Bozo. Nice to see you, Leroy. Scouting scheme gonna get killed, but he does at least know the position of these LEDs. HNY, does that mean have a nice year? It is a new year, you know. And NoFun teching his armor ups and such. Don't know what he wants to do. This is an interesting way to follow this up for PhoenixYo. I mean, you would expect, okay, now he goes for 2 base, but instead he's gonna try to triple extract and, Happy New Ye. And probably he's planning on setting turrets up. Yeah, in fact, look, here's one now to set up hard points and make his goals of just extracting his opponent to death really, really easy to achieve. NoFun right now fighting into his opponent's strong point, but if he would go over here, he could kill off this base runner and buy himself quite a lot of time. Looks like that is going to be what he does, but he's still getting chunked by this, turret here, so he needs to be a little careful of that. But now he could drive up and kill off this base runner if he likes. Also, Khan of Carrier is able to kill off turrets, so I think that's why he's mobilizing this. Probably wants to get his PC onto the base, but still, he's got time. He can figure that out. Space Runner is going to die, drop the artifact. And that Khan of Carrier going to drive its way out here and try and take out this turret. You can see, NoFun is definitely recognizing the threat. He knows already how dangerous this could be. He did win game 1 this way, you know, so with the artifact extraction. And on the shallows, like, this is a map where it's very much possible to get your opponent just stonewalled out of the extraction zone and just extract them to death. Yeah, NoFun is kind of flanked here, I guess. He just killed the turret, though, so he can traverse this area without too much risk now. And yeah, you can see PhoenixYo going to back off, but he is going to bring the AAVs out here, so I think he wants to try for something, see if maybe he can get a hit on the main base using the AAVs, which are sort of impervious to Sandscreamers, but there is a heavy railgun out here. And if I were NoFun, I might just consider Honor Guards again. I mean, I guess it didn't work last game, but still, it seems like it is a good unit, it just didn't work for reasons of, you know, a bit of misplaying, which you can clean up hopefully. Turret gonna get reset here. In fact, this is the base runner that set the turret down originally. It looks like he's changing his position a little bit. That should still be good. The only problem is this time he's been overrun by the skims, so... Oh, and there's blast drones in tow as well, what the heck? Oh. Oh, and the turret never dropped. Oh my gosh. Yeah, base runners do that sometimes. It's pretty annoying. Now, we do have some AVs poking out onto the other side of the map, but actually there is no 3-base to deny here. And for PhoenixYo, I should point out that he's actually teched assault cruisers, and I think he's building them right now. And he still doesn't have a 2-base, so it's a little bit unorthodox here, but you know, he's never exactly been an orthodox player, has he? Turret getting set up here. This one's going to be a pretty nice position. Again, the carrier can clean it up, but he'll have to drive all the way out here to do it, so... Uh-oh. Again, he's kind of slipping these AVs into the backline. Seems to be good at this. And NoFun trying to bring the attack over to his opponent here, but he's gonna have some trouble with his economy being attacked. And these AVs will hit in just a few seconds here. Still though, double extract for NoFun, going to even up the scoreline here. LAV kind of betraying the attack, but that's okay. It's not going to change things too much here. This base runner will die in mid. And you can see he's going to bring all of the skims back. In fact, he's going to bring everything back. This is something that we often see, and NoFun has done this quite a bit himself. Where once the attack comes and it flummoxes you, you just bring the entire army back there, and suddenly you're out of position. He's losing a railgun in mid. These skims are not even really going to be able to clean up the AVs on their own. So you're not even really solving the problem by doing this. Well, I guess they will eventually, but still, you're yielding all of your control of the midfield. That's kind of a weird smoke. Yeah, it feels like, you know, this actually makes PhoenixYo's attack more powerful rather than less. Would love to see him kill off this. Oh, the turret! Oh, hey, look at that. And again, look, more AVs are coming, so you still haven't really solved the problem here if you're NoFun. So he yielded all the control of the field. He lets his opponent get his 2 base all nice and set up now. That's going to be a big swing for PhoenixYo, and he needed that. Again, he was 1 base against 3 for a moment there. That's not really sustainable, so very good for him to be able to change things around. I reckon this is an assault cruiser coming out. She had, of course, invested the money to research. There it is. And now we'll see what that's able to do on the field here. And like I said about this turret, yeah, the carrier can just clean this up, but it's a little hard to find the time to bring your carrier over and missile this down. Oh, NoFun. You can't be driving out here. If PhoenixYo knew, he can just turn around and kill off these skims, but I guess he didn't know about it. There's a turret up there. That turret is really strong, so you want to be careful. Artifact extraction going to be attempted here. He does have the smoke to bail himself out. He's going to be attacked by these LAVs, but I think... No, PhoenixYo does have the upgrade lead here, so he would probably win that fight. Oh, and the AVs just chunking the Sand Skimmers out on that side as well. 2 blast drones still in tow. That can be a big deal. And, you know, ACs on this map can be a bit limited, because obviously the heavy railguns have some very nice positions to hold. Here come the blast drones. Very, very good hit right there. But this heavy railgun needs to get out of here, because this assault cruiser, if he gets up on top of him, it's going to be bad news bears. Yeah, there he goes, immediately. Still, the assault rails can fight an assault cruiser, but not very well. I think this AC will probably win this fight. Well, I guess it depends what winning looks like. Oh, he doesn't quite kill this thing either. But the LAV does. Wow, hero LAV right there. Both the base runner, or one of the base runners dies, but this one survives, so... I don't know, it's expensive for PhoenixYo, but he did get something out of that. I wonder what the units lost tab looks like. It's even bloodier than last game, jeez. But again, still pretty even. PhoenixYo is kind of lagging behind in that respect, but... And he's behind on economy, that's kind of a bad combo. Blast drone gonna give his life for the cause. I think that this base runner will get out. Depends when he smokes, though. He's typically been doing it a little bit late, which has been costing him some units. Gotta be hitting that button right now. Okay, there it is. No, I think he's dead. Barely, but yeah, he does end up going down. Rail armor 2, you love to see it. Look, if you're taking a lot of damage from LAVs and from AVs, getting those rail armor upgrades, it's going to be very, very good for you. And that will finish in just a few seconds, give these guys a bit more HP, give them more tankiness against small arms fire like that. I even like the prophylactic missile. Hey, if you're gonna dive on me, this thing might be able to hit you. And NoFun, always been very fast to pull off of bases. Actually, in this case, he really needs to get back to work, but still, he keeps his salvagers safe, which is good. These two skims almost meet their doom, but I think they remembered that there's a turret over there, so he's gonna back away. And now that you've got your carrier unlocked, by which I mean he has 3 production cruisers, so this thing is free to move, I think this is the time that you probably bring this over and kill this turret, because you don't want to leave this thing up here for it to become effective later on in the game. Like, there's actually some risk that you might get extracted out, the way that you did to your opponent last in Game 1. This is complicated, though. It's an interesting game state. Because again, it's still 3-2, and yet it feels like PhoenixYo is kind of having the upper hand in all of these engagements, and I don't really understand how. He's just using his units well, I guess. This is what I've always liked about PhoenixYo, is that he is really good at using the units. I just don't like that he builds weird unit comps. Looks like NoFun gonna try to slide past his opponent, but there's 2 ACs and they're both going to the main. Ooh. I don't think you can just leave this alone, really. But then again, PhoenixYo stands to lose a lot of over here. He's got a ton of LAVs, though. The support cruiser's in danger. They really need to have been evacuating. And here comes the boost from the LAVs. It looks like they're going straight for the railguns. And if he can kill off the railguns, suddenly this attack is a lot stronger, because there's not really much that can stop it. So I actually agree with the dive in this case, even though usually we say blast drone, that's what we say. Oh gosh, okay, that's a good blast drone. Usually we say that diving for the opponent's rails is kind of a mistake, but in this case, now what are you going to do about the double AC here? I think that you're in some trouble. You're in. But then again, PhoenixYo is getting extracted on really heavily here. Both of these base runners are going to make it out with the artifact. And they're making more blast drones. Well, actually, this one's going to be killed. Oh dear. Okay, so that leaves the scoreline 3-2. He's got, not the scoreline for the series, my move for the match. For the game. You know what I'm saying. These ACs are making a very irresponsible call here to just run right past the Conf carrier. One of them is just going to die straight up. With 3 artifacts out, your opponent has quite a lot of carrier power, so this is just pretty much always going to be a mistake. Oh. That might be game over right there. Those 2 ACs were really the key for PhoenixYo's strategy here. And they just kind of died for nothing. I mean, I guess he denied some mining time for like 20 seconds. Not worth it. Fighter and gunship gonna come out for PhoenixYo. Meanwhile, we got Rail Armor 3 coming out. If it is gonna be a gunship, that actually bodes very well for NoFun, because obviously gunship, a lot of packets, low damage per shot. If you have Armor 3, it doesn't keep your railguns from dying from them, but it makes it take a lot longer. Certainly reduces the effectiveness of your opponent in that way. This is a triple extract angle, by the way. That's what NoFun is going to try to do. But he's not getting anti-air, he's going for honor guards instead. So the game plan here for PhoenixYo has got to be to just make a lot of LAVs, hope your opponent didn't get anti-air, and then as he's trying to extract, you fly out with the gunships. Try and kill off the skims, and then the LAVs can clean up the rest of everything that's there. This is a little bit dire, though. I mean, again, the artifact pressure is pretty serious, even though it's 3 instead of 4. By the way, NoFun finally gonna have to leave 2 heavy railguns. That's a big investment back here on this base. He's been killed so many times on the main. You know, he's feeling like he's gotta leave. Actually, a pretty significant investment just in the backline to defend. This is a mistake in this case, because look, he's got these 2 LAVs here. Right, how's your opponent gonna slide past your net? You know everywhere that he is, so these 2 can be up in the front line, but he's kind of playing scared here. Here come the gunships. And they're hitting skims alright. I think they want to find a bigger blob here. They're going to kill off an assault rail for now, but you can see the LAV's already killed off a base runner. That's going to actually not take away the threat of ending the game through extraction, but so many sand skimmers are dying here that the LAVs are really going to be able to clean up shots like that. Oh no, don't run away from this. You gotta be in there. Where are you going? No! He has 2 HP! What is this? Okay, you gotta finish this thing up. Okay, he does get the kill on the base runner. Oh my gosh, okay. Everything's fine, everything's fine. Everything's just fine. Honor Guard is out now. I'd be surprised if AA is attacking for it. Yeah, there it is. Holy crap, man. Anyway, PhoenixYo managed to hold on. He killed 2 of the extractions, but this one I think is still going to get out. Okay, you see how now he doesn't have these skims doing vision? Now this is when you need to protect your base, right? And I think this is the problem that NoFun is having, is that he's got all these units here. A fight happens, he's control clicking, he's selecting these guys, they move out, and now he's got this big vision hole, and he ends up getting killed by something that way. Also, this honor guard, very inopportune spot, as it's right behind this hill. But even so, it looks like NoFun is winning this fight. Yeah, the honor guard does manage to get a shot off as well. AA upgrade is done for it. But if I'm PhoenixYo, I mean, he built an AC, I noticed, but... Wait, did he? Yeah, there it is. It's coming out right now. I actually would have gone for bombers here, because if your opponent only uses the HGC AA, the bomber will really just kill him. But still, this is going to be a little painful. There's a lot of sand skimmers here running up into a gunship. Honor Guard AA turned on really early there, actually. Still not able to get shots off. Okay, there's the first volley. Won't kill this thing in one hit, but you do need to be careful with the gunship. Oh, now it's dead. Oh! The focus fire wasn't there for the Honor Guard. But one gunship is gonna fall. And meanwhile, it's triple AC, so we're gonna have to see what these can do, but there's so many railguns on the field, I really worry for PhoenixYo's chances here. By the way, this base runner has to be stopped right away, because it's 4 to 5, right? This is game point on the artifacts. Oh boy. I mean, all they can do is just overcharge and try to go over here. NoFun, terrible smoke though. This is way too good. But yeah, if you're not hitting the space runner, the game ends. So, oh, what are you doing, PhoenixYo? Okay, there we go. There we go. It's still gonna be way too close for comfort though. Okay, the base runner does get killed, just barely. LAVs you can see are in the fray, trying to do something here. There's another artifact still trying to extract. So you're not out of the woods yet. This AC is gonna die, but it might be able to get some kills first. No, it doesn't. Gunship is launching. Honor Guard AA is still available, though. Here's a window to get the heal off from this guy. But yeah, Honor Guard AA gonna turn on. You can dock the gunship now. You already got a kill, which is not bad. Oh, looks like the oh, there's 2 Honor Guards. Okay, gunship is gonna die. And PhoenixYo gonna try to interpose his carrier on that location. He's retiring all of his salvagers. What the heck? I don't know why he did that. I feel like you could have still been mining on 2 base here. At least. The ACs are gonna try to push out, which I don't think they were allowed to do. Again, he kinda has to desperado on the base runners here. It can't be done, that's gonna go down. And even if it comes to a straight carrier fight, NoFun has got way more power than his opponent here. That's gotta be the end, right? It's another AC. No, that's actually a Sport Cruiser anyway. Yep, PhoenixYo gonna hit the GG. He knows this is over. That was a hard-fought battle, man. I mean, jeez. Look at the units lost tab. Well, it was only on screen for a second, but... That was a really back-and-forth one, but... You know, what hurt PhoenixYo the most, I think, is just that, like, he was never on 3 base. This wreck, you see it's not open, that's not a replay bug. He never even opened this thing. So, at some point I imagine NoFun would have taken it. Because the main base was probably close to mining out, you know. Can you imagine that? He just tries these guys over. Well, I'll just mine over here then. Well, again, I don't know exactly what the score for the series is, but it's either 2-1 or no, 2-2 or 3-1. So this might be series point. Let's go ahead and load up the next game. That is to say, Game 5. That's going to be on Kartoba. I think this was NoFun's pick. Yeah. That's weird, though, because he banned that against Defend Bravo, so I don't know... Yeah, I don't know exactly what his plan is here, but... Let me mute my mic so I can have a coughing fit for a moment. Alright. I'm back. Let's see what the game plan is. Looks like it's going to be Sandskimmer Fab right away. Base runner is coming out. And for PhoenixYo, another base runner retire, but this one, he's going to fire this probe out. He wants to see what his opponent is up to. I think the probe is just dead here, though. Oh, that's unfortunate. Base runner retire as well, so obviously, you know, you can't send out another one. Yeah, you hate to see it. That's LAV Fab for PhoenixYo. He does have his carry production on the way as well. It's gonna be a lot of skims he's up against, but we saw NoFun lose a game like this before, right? When he was playing on Boneyard. And his big problem there was that he got Railgun Fab and he built a heavy Railgun, and that just really was not the right call. I think in this case, you know, you come up, you see that there's LAVs out, no SC. I think for NoFun, the play here is to just immediately get a second PC. Doesn't have the money for it yet, I guess, but he will soon. And I would even take 2 of these RU miners and go send them to get Steves over here. Oh, but it looks like he can actually get a hit with the blast drone. Yeah, okay, never mind. This is a good play here. Really good hit. Now, he doesn't want to lose all of the skims because then his PC can get run down, but he'd love to finish the kill on these 3 salvos here as well. That's what he's going to do. He's going to jump up for the CU one right now. He's under the carrier, so he's taking a lot of damage whenever he's here. Almost gets this one, too. Okay, that was a good hit. Look, there's only 4 cells left. PhoenixYo has got to get these guys onto CUs ASAP, because he's just out of money at this point. Railgun Fab comes out for PhoenixYo. That's really interesting. But what he needs is just lots of LAVs and maybe even the armor ups. I don't know. This is going to get a little rough all of a sudden. You gotta get these guys back onto the CUs, though, man. This is not good at all. Okay, there we go. Excuse me. This is the Blast Drone Factory kind of playstyle. I don't think Majir was the first one who did it, but he definitely popularized it in Jaraci. Look, there's another Blast Drone out. You gotta be careful. It's gonna change targets to the LEVs, changes back to the salvagers, gets a good hit there. And the skims can finish this one off. PhoenixYo just is gonna have no money left after this. There's only 2 salvagers left for him mining at all. Actually, if I were him, I would really force the fight here, because I think it's only gonna get worse. You can't really rebuild, and your opponent can just make more and more units. We got assault railguns coming out for NoFun. Again, this might be match point, but I don't really know. Depends what the outcome of that one replay we weren't able to see was. Right now, in terms of games that we've actually seen played, the scoreline is 2-1. So, you know, for what that's worth. Ref mode for NoFun. Looks like he wants to say, okay, I've got a huge eco advantage. Not going to try to end the game just now. I'm going to go back to my economy. I actually would try to end it, but maybe it's a little bloodthirsty. I think he has such a lead up here in the front, but he could go for like air here and just really mess his opponent up, but I guess he already has railgun tech, so probably won't do that. There's actually a lot of LAVs, I gotta say. I mean, NoFun's army is starting to look a little paper thin. Which I guess is just a result of going back to ref mode here. Does he have a second PC on the way? No. But that is a lot of LAVs. Yeah, PhoenixYo needs to get up on 2 base eventually, but he can afford to wait a little bit. Okay, there's the second PC starting on the queue for NoFun. Artifact comes out. The LEVs are going to find the base runner here, though. Splash Drone maybe can get something done if it can hide over this hill here, but this is probably just a dead BR. Alright, never mind. I don't know why he did that. This thing was this thing was dead to rights, but I guess he was feeling merciful today. PhoenixYo still not expanding. He's actually just getting more and more upgrades. He has railgun fab as well, so getting just 1 or 2 of those in the mix to shoot out assault railguns, yeah, you can see the idea here, but he's gonna have to attack immediately. This is what happened last game as well, where he was on 1 base the whole game practically. His opponent got it to 3 before he even got 2 base. Looks like we might be seeing a similar thing here. The money runs out, you know, it's just difficult to get things set up. Very passive though, right? PhoenixYo is spending most of his time on his side of the map. I mean, I don't think he's ever been past this line. Past about the break in the Kartoba. And again, he's on 1 base. I mean, this is not really sustainable. I think he's building an SC right now. Or no, that's the salvager, right? NoFun's playing it pretty slow as well, but I feel like he can afford to do this because he's on 3 base now, right? Well, at least he's about to be. I guess there's only 1 here anyway, but still. Gotta say, I really appreciate he's not filling up all the RU cells yet, because he doesn't have many CUs and he's already floating a bit on RU. Now these are some scary LAVs though. I mean, NoFun's gotta do something about this. Smoke used a little late there, to say the least. Kinda just looks like part of the explosion effect, actually. And these are really upgraded LAVs as well. We're gonna start seeing some railgun armor, I like that. But actually, I think that PhoenixYo wins fights in the midfield, and he's kind of unaware of it. He's playing sort of afraid here, but, you know, he should actually be pushing the issue. A little bit of mismanagement of the PC there, but he's going to get this set back up. Honor Guards are coming out. Good choice. I mean, that's a lot of LAVs to kill. Yeah, PhoenixYo's got to figure out what he's doing pretty quick here, because he's not built any economy, and, well, I mean, I guess he's made salvagers, but that's not enough. his army could have won on the field this whole time, I think, but he hasn't been using it, so I feel pretty bad for his prospects now. It's giving NoFun a lot of time to get set up here. And like, NoFun sees how many LAVs this is. He can see this whole thing. Okay, finally we have a support cruiser for PhoenixYo, getting it up onto 2 base. Sandskimmer armor upgrades going out for NoFun. Pretty soon, both players, it looks like, going to be full ups on their strike craft here. And honor guards are done. You know, that's a good unit. I think he almost has the money to build it right now. Uh-oh, Assault Railroad's a little out of position though. He's gonna get picked off. There's the honor guard on the queue. And actually, I often have avoided getting the Sandskimmer damage upgrades when I have honor guards, because I feel like I'd really like these things to be survivable, but they don't necessarily need to do the damage. They just have to be... They have to be there for vision and for fighting the enemy strike craft blob, but not really doing the damage to it, because the honor guards are just gonna... You know, they're gonna do what honor guards do, so... So we'll see if he ends up getting this, but I bet he will. NoFun seems to be pretty keen to get upgrades, usually. Gotta say, you never want to be fighting LAVs versus honor guards, really. But if you're gonna have to do it, having the armor upgrades is really good, so... Oh, yes they are. That's what they do, my friend. That's what they do. The problem for PhoenixYo is just that, again, he's on 2 base, right? And he doesn't even have the RU miners to... Oh dear, yeah. Well, he's mostly using CUs though, but still, his economy is very, very weak right now. So, you know, getting the upgrades is a little easier said than done for him. His RU income is just at a snail's pace, absolutely. And these heavy vehicle upgrades aren't terribly cheap that way either, mind you. 1 versus 1 fight here, I actually don't know who wins. This guy has more damage, but this guy has more armor. Okay, 8 HP left on this guy. That actually feels like it probably came down to RNG. What? DOK doesn't use RNG? Oh, this guy's a freaking hero. He just ran right back in there. He didn't even care. Again, here's this fight where there's so many more LAVs than the Sandskimmers, and it looks like they did just get armor too. But now I don't think you can win it because again, this honor guard is here, and you know what honor guards do, all right? It's gonna be. Oh my god. Speaking of nasty, that's what I was about to say, but. No, don't back up. You've got the ace in the hole here, man. You gotta use it. Turret starts hitting on the Sandskimmers, and not in a romantic way, but the honor guard is going to be able to cut this down in just a few shots. Okay, actually, this is so many skims dying here. Oh my gosh. And the honor guard needs to be focusing the LAV now. Ooh. Yeah, I heard it, yep. Okay, the main base is totally dead now. And in fact, one of the blast drones even gets out to tell the tale. Yeah, NoFun should always be winning the fight with the honor guard, but he was kind of misusing it there, focusing on the turret. Taking a lot of shots from that turret as well. And he can't win this fight either, because again, the honor guard is slower than the skim, so it can't move to react to things like this quite as quickly. And this base runner just kind of like, hey, don't kill me. Oh my gosh, is PhoenixYo gonna let this get out? It's because he sees the honor guards are vulnerable, and one of them is gonna die to the LAVs right away. Oh boy. The AVs are hitting it too. These skims need to do something. I don't know what they can. This honor guard might die, and this LAV blob is so powerful. It has to be remembered. No, honor guard is going to be okay, it looks like. And if that's the case, skims don't really want to be trading with the LAVs necessarily, but the honor guard seemed to have been in range. That is doing some good damage. Bit of high ground goes a long way, though. That's an interesting exchange. I can't exactly tell you who comes out on top just in terms of army value, but one thing's for sure, PhoenixYo has like 0 economy because his base is just dead and he hasn't fixed it yet, so... In that case, even slightly bad trades are good for NoFun, so we're gonna definitely chalk that one up to him. Wow, they've both lost 43 units, really? But NoFun has lost so many more RUs. It's interesting. Holy float! That's not good. This base runner gonna die, by the way. Probably should have just come back to base where it could be used for turrets again, but it looks like PhoenixYo wants to return the favor here. These skims are in a pretty good position. Yeah, the Space Runner is gonna manage to survive. Now PhoenixYo finds himself running away from the Sandskimmers. I like the little flank of AVs. Actually, he should just drive these right up to the base. See if he can get anything done there. And he's getting his eco set back up. He has all the CU guys on the base again. It's good to see NoFun making the flank happen. It seems he's been pretty passive in these games so far, and the ones that he wins, PhoenixYo just kind of hasn't been able to make things work and has sort of run up against his doom. But this time, NoFun getting the really good hit on the main base, that is going to pay dividends in the future here. Still though, these AVs trying to return the favor. Again, note the honor guards. These things are kind of the kingmakers on the field right now, I think. I think that these heavy railguns are getting up a little bit too close, but they do manage to get the kill on the SC. Main base still being denied, but the carrier's going to muscle those AAVs out of there eventually. AAVs are cleaned up. Oh, and they one-shot the railgun. Ouch. Yeah, I don't know. It seems like PhoenixYo's just run out of steam here. Right? I mean, it feels like he should have more army than he does, but again, you know, blast drone hit. That's pretty much what it did. Just eviscerated his economy. The skins want to jump in here and do something, but the army is not really following them, so I don't know. A little bit of mismanagement here. By the way, Honor Guard anti-air is done, so fighter and gunship is not even really an option. I mean, maybe bombers, but you can never get there fast enough, right? If your opponent is already on your doorstep. Ouch. I mean, you can see it's hard for these railguns to fight. They only have armor 1, they don't have mag excel yet. But, you know, PhoenixYo has got to try for this. He's going to make the Hail Mary play here. We're even on artifact point now. One honor guard does fall to the AVs. Very nice, but I don't see him getting this other one. And now I feel it's just kind of the question of how PhoenixYo wants, or NoFun wants to end the game. But PhoenixYo ended the game by GGing here. But I was going to say, you know, he could win by extraction. He could win by just annihilating the carrier. That is going to be the game, so... From what we've seen, the score is 3-1. Let's check the replay pack and see if there's another game in here. Because if there's not, we're gonna say NoFun won. Well, there is. Okay. So in that case, PhoenixYo must have won the game that we didn't get to see. Okay, scoreline 3-2. If this was a best of 5, it's over already. But it's a best of 7, of course. PhoenixYo on the wall, against the wall here. This is his last chance. It's gonna be LAV Fab again. 3-1 split here for the starting selves. I've done it before. I've done it. It's not very common though, but you'll usually win by the artifact because. The carrier explosion takes so long in the artifact, like once it extracts, you win the game. the game would just crash. I can't handle this. I can't handle this. I give up. A-Game and I kind of famously played a game where both of the carriers died. But mine blew up like half a second before his, so he won the game. That's a funny one. You can see the game plan here again for NoFun. Coming up here with the blast drones, with the sand skimmers, but this time PhoenixYo is definitely ready for it. You can see he got things set up a little bit faster. There's already like 6 LAVs on the field. In fact, I think he already is even numbers with the skims, and obviously once carrier production upgrade finishes, he'll outmatch them. Skim goes out to see what he can see. Didn't catch these guys in the back, so PhoenixYo is kind of hiding his the extent of his army strength here. Still, extraction underway. There is one blast drone. Looks like NoFun wants to build a second. And now we got assault pack coming out already, and PhoenixYo kind of just spamming out these LEVs. This is a very good answer. He'll have pretty much everything he needs here. It's like another assault railgun here for NoFun. Now you gotta be careful though, right? I mean, we've seen this work for the Coalition player and for the Conniv player in this series so far. If you get overrun, that assault railgun will just die in seconds, right? But if you get a good blast drone hit, you win the game. So PhoenixYo wants to lose apparently. This is a real head scratcher. Look, he knows that the army is here. Where is he going? Oh my gosh. What is he doing? Okay, he's bringing the LEVs back. I feel like NoFun should have just won the game there, but he didn't quite jump on it fast enough, so PhoenixYo will live to fight another day, maybe. Carrier even mobilizing a little bit here. You can see one of the skim LEVs gonna fall already. The skim's gonna screen for the assault railgun, and this is how the Galician Conniv player wants to play this, right? Once that AR starts taking damage, then you can bring the skims back in. You make your opponent take losses for nothing. That's very, very good for him. And it looks like, by the way, over here, Blast Drone did trade for 1 LAV. But on this front, he's just basically gotten 2 for free. Now, we do have damage 1 finished, and damage 2 is teching. Watch out for the Blast Drone, though. Not gonna get a hit just yet. LAVs are chunking the skims. These assault rails are in some dangerous positions here. I think that there's too many of them. Because at this point, you already one-shot skims with like 3 of them, so that 4th one just sort of doesn't really contribute much damage to the fight. And the LAVs are actually hitting this one here. Looks like they're gonna get the kill on it, but watch out for the blast drone. Oh gosh! Oh, NoFun with so much patience too. He holds off for so long in the detonation. Does a ton of damage there. Now there's like 4 LAVs left. That's it. There's as many LAVs as there are assault railguns. I mean, think about that. Oh gosh. Well, that wasn't good. PhoenixYo gonna try to muscle the carrier here to just win this back. This is a very dire situation now. He's got AAV fab, but you can't really build AAVs into this, I don't think. Ooh. This is suboptimal. Boost was available there, wasn't used though. I think he could have maybe gotten the kill on this guy if he boosted in. This is getting tough for PhoenixYo. Ref mode coming out for NoFun. That's a head scratcher. I wouldn't be going ref mode. I would go for the kill here, but he's gonna give PhoenixYo a lot of breathing room here. This is still a very hard situation for PhoenixYo, but with that ref mode pick, he's not dead yet. He's just mostly dead. And mostly dead means a little bit alive, right? So, you know, he'll be fine. He'll be fine. Distractions are, of course, coming out in the meantime, so you gotta keep your eye up on the scoreline there. That's a lot of LAVs. Now, last game we saw PhoenixYo a little bit reticent to jump on his opponent when he had the numbers. Obviously, it's a little difficult to justify because the blast drone is there and you might just lose the game, but, you know, at the same time, if you can beat your opponent's army, you've kind of just got to do it here, because it's the only chance you have left. He's gonna kill one assault railgun. He's gonna almost kill two. Oh, he does get the second one. That was good. Blast drone not really able to do much. And again, this is what happens when you go ref mode instead of getting that second PC. Your army is always gonna start losing out in the front line. Second PC is on the way now, though. So NoFun's gonna jump up onto 3 base. These 4 LAVs gonna be sent to hunt down the base runner. These guys chasing the army, and the skims are kind of leaving the assault rails out to dry, which is not exactly ideal here. Uh-oh. Yeah, assault rails are just as good as dead now. There's even a blast drone in tow, but look how far away it is. This is basically a melee unit in the DOK, you know what I mean? You gotta have this guy up in front. Looks like this base runner is going to be forfeit as well. And again, we're in a similar game state to the last time. PhoenixYo actually has the better army on the field, but he's way down in economy. I want to see him fix this. I want to see him just jump in for the really decisive blow that he needs right now. He's got to disrupt his opponent's economy. He's got to make his opponent pay for this very bad macro. See if he can do it. This time he's being a lot more proactive. He's on this side of the field. Carrier's here, though, and it's got quite a lot of power with those 3 artifacts, so it's going to be a little hard to fight in this location, but LEVs are fast, right? Carrier's slow. You can reposition if you have to. Looks like he's going to send these 3 back to get healed. No, he's leaving. He's boosting out. Oh! Oh, he's so close, but he's so far away. Oh. Even the boost being used there, and that was something. Darn, man. Why am I rooting for PhoenixYo? Anyway, Honor Guard is on the way again. And once again, you know, if Honor Guard finishes, I think the game just ends. We saw that last time. To his credit, PhoenixYo is expanding. He's trying to get back on pace with the economy of his opponent. Honor Guard fabrication is done. First one is being built. Yeah, just a whole lot of nothing from these LAVs of PhoenixYo. Fighter and gunship gonna be the choice? Okay, this can work. I mean, we saw it. We saw it do something against the Honor Guards of NoFun in that one game on Shallows. It didn't win him the game, of course, but I mean, it was effective. I'm really looking to bombers, though. Like, that's what I think he needs. He kind of should know that Honor Guards are coming out. That's always been NoFun's choice when he's massing LAVs like this. So, if it's not bombers, please don't be gunships. Those are not going to do him anything. He cancels production. I actually agree with that a lot. Okay, what you gonna do, PhoenixYo? Oh, no! Oh. Oh, someone put me out of my misery. Oh. Definitely the wrong choice there. I mean, you know, now you're just giving your opponent time to get AA and keep his honor guards alive. Oh no. Why is he so obsessed with gunships? Excuse me. Here comes the first gunship launching. Second one will be out in a moment. Now, to be fair, like, this army here, very vulnerable to a gunship. It's just that the honor guard is never gonna die to that. And AA is teching, so you gotta hit now, right? I mean, the window is gonna close. He is getting tech bomber fat, so maybe this is not over just yet. I think that NoFun is gonna have to either, you know, get AA in the form of interceptors or missile ships here to try and do something about this. Hey, it's Houston. Oh, look, he's even killing the blast ones. Well, oh my gosh. I almost can't believe this, but maybe this is actually winning for PhoenixYo, because actually the honor guard is going to die to these LAVs. Oh my gosh. There's a second one up. That makes things complicated. Well, okay. I mean, honor guard anti-air is done here. Huh. And bombers are on the queue. Okay. You know, I was really down on this whole gunship thing, but I'm starting to think maybe this actually works, but remains to be seen. I mean, these honor guards are still very strong. They do have the AA. But I want to see NoFun get more anti-air, because he should know that bombers are on the way. Yeah, I mean, he's close on artifacts. And you missed it, but game 1 ended that way. Like, PhoenixYo jumped up onto NoFun's crib, and he just killed everything. Like, the game should be over from there. And then NoFun snuck an artifact out and won the game. I mean, it was insane. But, so the artifact pressure is definitely something both players are, I think, keenly aware of at this point. Smoke? Well, that was a little lazy. Yeah, I don't know. Like, he definitely could have kept that guy alive. And I think the Skims win this fight, so he probably could even extract as well. That was a big mistake. He's gonna pay for that. Anyway, bombers are in the air. 2 honor guards out, but definitely at least one of them should die to the bombers, you would think, right? And anti-air is not gonna save them. He needs missile ships to screen, or he needs interceptors to intercept, I guess. No, don't do this. Don't do this. Okay, I thought he was gonna go over here and attack the eco. You want to find the honor guards and kill them. Don't let your opponent get a critical mass up. Yeah, this right here, good target. Right here. Right here. No! Oh, this is what the gunships should do. Oh no. He will kill a PC. I mean, let's admit, this is gonna be effective. I might even lose an honor guard or a bomber on the way back. Probably not. Oh, no, you don't win this. Okay, maybe you do if NoFun just doesn't turn on the... Oh my gosh. NoFun, please. Oh, yeah, okay, actually, I see what he's doing there. He's like, oh no, he turned it on now! Ah! I was gonna say, the gunships aren't gonna kill the honor guard, so you don't turn on the AA because you're gonna need it to fight the LAVs, but now he turns it on after the gunships are gone and the LAVs are just gonna kill this thing. Oh my gosh. Ew. Yeah, the scoreline is 3-2, by the way, Houston, so if PhoenixYo loses this, he loses the series, but it's starting to look like he's actually ahead, although that was a massive honor guard shot right there. It killed 4 of them and did so much damage to the rest. And these are the game-winning artifacts, potentially, so... But, you know, bombers, right? I mean, the bombers are ready to go. PhoenixYo probably ought to be mining off his third base, but that's okay. He'll get that eventually, I'm sure. And it's gotta be said, you know, NoFun is down a PC here. He is getting Missile Ship Fab finally. I think at this point, this is even the wrong option though, and you need interceptors, but maybe you gotta get this in between. I don't know. It's a tough situation when your opponent's got 5 bombers and your only anti-air, or 3 bombers, and your only anti-air is a unit that bombers just really love to kill. He should not have lost that other one though, that was very, very sloppy. Worst case scenario, PhoenixYo can use the bombers to blow up the base runners, but I think really he wants to be killing the honor guard here and then have the skims do that job. Maybe even the gunships helping. More matches after this? No, this is the last game of JC 15. Couldn't even think of the number. Oh, he's getting armor 3. Oh my gosh. This is 2 gunships and a bomber. Not exactly the first thing you would have thought of, but this will actually get the kill. The bomber even takes the AA hit, so there you go. Looks like 1 honor guard hit must have landed on these LAVs, but did not kill them. Oh, you mean rounds the game? Yes, definitely. How can I resist? Blast drone does hit, but it's not great damage. Another honor guard pops, but there still should be 2 bombers ready to go, right? This is one of them, the other one is launching. Yeah, okay, so he should be able to just kill this honor guard. Excuse me. Yes, good, good. The horrors that are burst and homing, right? Okay, bombers are in the air. I think, again, you fly over here. I mean, maybe he thinks the target is the base runner, but he'll see the honor guard. He should just hit that and then have the LAVs clean up everything else. Yeah, so I was looking after that clip. You actually got burst, and then it was 45 bullets that were homing. And somehow I won that match. I don't even know how that... I don't even know how that was possible. Yeah, honor guard dies again. Smoke is used, but it's only going to buy some time. And man, like PhoenixYo on the wall, both in the match where he's, you know, 2 to 3, he's like losing, and in the artifacts here. Yeah, you know, actually one of those times I shot myself with the poison and just died. But I managed to scrape out the win, that's all that matters. It's gonna be Assault Cruiser Fab, it's interesting. Also a combat PC over here. I don't tend to agree with this game style, but you know. Yeah, also this attack is finally... You know, what could be more PhoenixYo than this, right? You're in like a tense battle on this side, you think that like you're seeing the entire scope of your enemy's army, and then actually he's got like 10 AVs on the other side of the map, like... What? But you know, that's just how it be. That's just how it be. Gunships hitting carrier, not the most effective. Looks like they're gonna change target on the PC now. He has to watch out for the missile ships though. Oh, yep, one gunship does fall. Excuse me, but the AVs gonna kill one PC. The bombers and gunships really lit up the other ones, so that should die. Yep, NoFun knows he's gonna GG out. And that brings the scoreline to 3 to 3, my friends. You know what that means. Sorry, I was reading Discord. It means ace match! Yeah, that's what it means. I asked them if they had the Game 2 replay, but it looks like they didn't. Okay. Here we go, Canyon Outpost. Oh my gosh, did they play on the 2v2 one? Oh no. Oh wait, no they didn't, because when you do /L it still says 4. Yeah, okay, right. Ace match, everybody! Canyon Outpost for the win, let's see what happens. And again, this was NoFun's map pick, right? Yeah. I think he's gonna be really happy to have this one as the map pick because, you know, it's Canyon Outpost. I mean, everyone knows this map has a lot of line of sight blockers and stuff. It's good for rushing with assault ships, with blast drones, with railguns. And NoFun likes to play aggressive like that, but at the same time, he retires the base runner, so he's actually not going to go for the blast drone factory. He's gonna try for some kind of an eco strat instead. He does smoke though, very important, very good. But yeah, he's gonna mix things up a little bit here. From what I would have expected him to do. Yeah, the blast drone factory, yeah. You were, I remember that. I can't remember... I know Majir actually took a game off of A game with it, but you took a game off of someone pretty big too. I can't remember who it was. Excuse me. Yeah, we have ref mode coming. We have Sandskimmer Fab immediately. This is good for NoFun. Oh, it was Cookies. Ah. You know, the guy who is using these colors before PhoenixYo MM. Just saying. But yeah, you love to see people getting Sandskimmer Fab immediately, because when they don't, if their opponent goes for some kind of an attack, the game just sort of ends. And, no one likes to see that. So, he's gonna get his ref mode set up. But he has the Sandskimmers for defense. And like I said in that, I think it was the Shallows game, what you really want to do with this skim is move it out to the other side of the map immediately, so that you can get an idea of what your opponent is doing. PhoenixYo kind of gonna reveal the bit by having these LAVs out here, but I mean, I guess that NoFun is not gonna know if it's AVs or not. Honestly though, PhoenixYo has not done that any game this series, I think, except maybe game 1 he might have, but I might be remembering that wrong. So I think that NoFun is gonna know that this is LAV spam here. So, typically he's been answering with railguns and winning. Ah, but he's gonna mix it up. This will be assault ships instead. Thoughts to air, but definitely the assault ship is going to be a good answer to the LAVs. Con of Siege, we actually haven't seen it all series, which is kind of funny, because it's Con of Siege, I mean, come on. Oh, but I don't like this. He's going to try and push out across the bridge. So maybe he actually doesn't know what's going on, because I feel like if you knew it was LAV spam, you wouldn't want to drive out here and just get killed. Or leave your bases open. KFC, yeah. We'll see, though. There are some salvagers here that are potentially vulnerable to being denied. But the LAVs are going to come back, and now I think that NoFun is sort of trapped. And like I said, he just sort of drives out here to die. And he should have known that his opponent is going to have more LAVs than he has Sandskimmers. So this is a little bit dangerous. I like to just send one in like that and get vision on the carrier and just let it die, but... little bit of alcove gaming over here, but he is going to lose one skim, probably two. I think this guy will manage to get away. Excuse me. But yeah, armored unit defense is one coming out. First assault ship is popping, so this is not really a threat that NoFun is going to lose a base here. And he is up in economy. He was on 2 base a lot faster. I think we have an SC popping like right now. Oh, maybe it's the yellow bar. But yeah, and a second PC, so he can get up on the 3 base if he wants. Yeah, there's the sport cruiser. So PhoenixYo going to be a little bit behind in economy. Would like to get some kind of an attack off here, but I just don't see it happening. And NoFun getting ready to jump up to his 3. Defenses 2, you love to see it. Still no tech for PhoenixYo, by the way. I mean, you can fight assault ships with LAVs, just not very well, right? So he's gonna need to get some kind of tech eventually, and he's spending his RUs on assault pack right now. This seems a little bit out of left field. He saw the assault ships, I'm almost certain he did. He's got the money for railgun fab, I mean, that would be good to get. It's gonna be AVs instead. I can respect that too. They can also fight these. They unlock a lot of other tech that can fight them. But I'm worried that on this push, NoFun is going to do a lot of damage. And I think I want him to be proactive here. Looks like he is going to. Yeah, PhoenixYo has LAVs, and that's all he's got to fight this push here. So, I don't know. This is pretty risky stuff for PhoenixYo. Is he? No, I don't think he is. What? He is? What the? Oh my gosh. Stand corrected. Oh dear, look, the salvagers are even running towards him too. I don't know what he's doing there. A lot of splash damage onto the LAVs. He didn't actually kill any but one of them, but still, like, he didn't take any damage at all off of the assault ships. I mean, I guess he took half damage on this guy, but he didn't take any losses. Salvagers can't be up here. This is a big mistake. These assault ships have high ground now as well, but they're not shooting at the LAVs. Oh no, he has focus fire on the salves. Ah! Okay, there we go. He finally fixes that. It's gonna be interceptors, by the way. I would cancel one of these to get armor 3, though. Looks like he's actually gonna go for Afterburner right away. Afterburner, good tech, I will agree, but I think that armor 3 actually would be more valuable at this moment. One assault ship is gonna fall. I feel like NoFun is not getting a whole lot done here, which is surprising. He's got very, very good units for this. Would be nice for him to send these skims in here as well. Remember, this is for all the marbles. This is the ace match. I think it's possible both players are feeling some nerves here. Like, NoFun kind of knows that he ought to win this fight, but he's a little nervous of screwing it up and losing the game. So I can get that. Watch for the AVs here coming in for flank. It's armor 2 versus 3. Or, sorry, armor 2 versus 1. PhoenixYo has armor 1 here. Looks like the interceptor is going to assist the assault ships in this fight. LAV's not shooting at them, though. They're trying to just take out these assault ships instead. Interceptors do good damage. One interceptor does die, though. One assault ship goes down. Really good smoke there from PhoenixYo, just trying to keep his LAVs safe. Yeah, speaking of stressful, this is stressful, man. Oh, but here come the skims. Yeah, did you remember he has like 90 skims over here? I think, again, this is just 3 base versus 2 base, right? Like, NoFun just always is going to have more units here. And I would love to see him get armor 3 as well, but he's going to go for skim armor 2 instead. To be fair, he's got more skims than assault ships right now. SC goes down. That's pretty big. Fighter and gunship finished for PhoenixYo as well, but he can't really use these unless he's under some AA of his own, so this is a little bit difficult for him. And I agree with that, Cookies. I think he's feeling the pressure of something. You saw his series with Defend Bravo, maybe. He did really well there, but Warwolf Fritz has signed up for Salvage. That's a mistake. Can't believe it. There he is in chat. Base runner finishes for PhoenixYo. Now he does have inventory, so I reckon he's gonna drop down the AA turret. Nah, you did fine. It just NoFun is a very good player. It's hard to beat him. Oh my gosh, he has railguns again. You know, I actually really like the way that NoFun plays this. Yeah, definitely. You're right, Cookies. I mean, last game, he had no right losing that, but he just really choked. He could have even just finished the rail rush and killed him in like 5 minutes, but instead he lost. Yeah. But we still haven't seen that age. Oh, wait, we have. Where is it? There it is. I think maybe you put this in a little bit more of a safe position, like back here, but if you can keep it alive, this is totally fine. He does have smokes from the AVs to save it as well. But this thing is actually really important. This is a small little triangle, small little T with a hat on it, you know. You can see the smokes on it there, right? He knows this is very important to keep alive. Excuse me. Yeah, these railguns are really making themselves known here. It's difficult to just sort of turtle when you've got railguns shooting at you like that. Turret gonna get set up. This is very good timing because he's about to get attacked here. He's got the double gunship again. I mean, it's PhoenixYo. What he's gonna do is try to use the gunships against these railguns, but look how NoFun has had the interceptors circling this whole time. He's just waiting for this. He's gonna fly into the AA turret post for a second, but it shouldn't matter too much. That looks like a dead gunship on my side. Oh my gosh, what is that? Okay, they didn't fire a single shot until just then. Oh dear. I'm gonna complain to the devs about that one. It seemed like he got a little bit wrong there. Now that the interceptors are... they're not even docking, they're just dead. Now the gunships can do whatever they want. Oh my gosh. That is a big swing of power, actually. Again, he's focusing the railguns. That's what he's got to kill. He has answers to the skins. AA turret post getting shot at now. But again, there's smoke available in the AV, so you can keep this thing alive, and the turret is doing so much damage. I have no idea. The interceptors just decided not to shoot or something. Oh man. Okay, missile chip fab. He's gonna try and get some ground-based anti-air. Huge float, by the way. Get fleet cap 125 and fill out your army. It's not good. This is 3 base versus 1 base, right? I mean, this shouldn't be possible, right? But it's still going on. In fact, if I were NoFun, I would just spend my CUs on skims and I would be getting siege cruiser fab and try and use that to break the position. This is not bad, though, actually, to just hold on this position, because, well, you don't want to let your railgun die, but you're stopping your opponent from ever taking 2 base. Push the win button. Here come the interceptors. Went so well last time. That was anomalously bad target fire for the interceptors, really, but that one was good. They managed to kill off both of the strike fighters right away. That's what you expect them to do. And I think that actually PhoenixYo needs the ground-based AA as well. If he can get some missile ships up, or missile batteries up, he can kind of make his opponent reconsider using the interceptors to try and block the air. And then his gunships have access to these units, but it's going to be a little hard to do. Like this here, this is already a dangerous position for PhoenixYo's Air Force. The beeping intensifies. Maybe thoughts to a second AA turret post here? I would actually appreciate that. I think he needs it. Yep, there it is. Just because that is so many interceptors, right? You know, you could easily imagine things going wrong here. And this also encroaches a little bit on the airspace of NoFun. Right, if you can stop the interceptors from being allowed to fight you there, you're allowed to do whatever you like with those gunships. That's gonna change when the missile ships show up, but he hasn't built any. Okay, there's one. Yeah, extracts would be good. You two are on the same wavelength, clearly. You know, he's got so much money just sort of in the bank. I feel like maybe he's building interceptors and that's why he's not thinking about it, but he has the funds left over to just make 3 base winners and start winning the game like that. Definitely right. A turret post starting to take some damage. You want to smoke this thing up. Oh, he hits the wrong one with the smoke. I mean, I keep saying all these things that he needs, but I feel like he could also really use a support cruiser here. Oh, don't let this thing die! Don't let it die! Smoke it! Smoke it! Ah, please! No! Oh, he let the AA turret post die. That's really not good for him. He loses a bit of ground like that. He's gonna try for the, oh my gosh, EMPs are out. He's gonna try for the gunships, and they're doing good damage, but here come the interceptors, and there's missile ships in the area. Gunships are getting really low. I think the missile ships will finish the kill on one of them. Interceptor's gonna get the other one. And the AA turret post is not really able to stop this from happening. If he had another one set up like here, maybe, you know, that would be pretty good. It's really a pity he didn't smoke that. Now that the missile ships are here, now it feels really tough for PhoenixYo. I think NoFun probably wants to just go in through this avenue. He can use the railguns to kill off the AA turret post. It'll get smoked for a while, but eventually it just won't be an option. The batteries are here, and those are really good mortar positions. Let's see if it lands. It's gonna kill a railgun with that. Oh, almost. Turret is flomping, man. Missile ship barrages come down. Turret goes down. AA turret goes down. I just don't think there's anything left in here. Definitely agree. The siege would be awesome for NoFun to have. And let's just say he's got the money for it. But I think either way, he's finally broken the line here. And again, it's 3 base versus 1. It almost feels a little inevitable. But with this much float, I guess it's a little harder to do. And there you go, PhoenixYo's getting GG, and ladies and gentlemen, that is all she's got. 4-3, NoFun wins the series. That's a flood, yeah, I mean, that's a lot of freaking money. So, NoFun, gonna be the lower bracket champion. Thanks guys for watching, that was a really fun series. I wish we had Game 2's replay, but, oh well, you know, things happen. Bye. Yeah, well, I'll see you guys later, and these will go up on YouTube in a couple days. Have a good one. And, yeah, if you're on stream, we're gonna start playing rounds, so...